Has Luka Doncic just delivered a message the Lakers can't afford to ignore? As Los Angeles prepares for a crucial offseason, a major update on LeBron James' future has emerged, while a beloved Lakers legend is preparing to walk away from the game. And thanks to a surprising Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rumor, the door may have just opened for the Lakers to land a championship-winning sharpshooter. Subscribe to SkyHook Report and stay with us until the end for all the latest Lakers developments.
Could the most iconic era in modern Lakers history be reaching its final 14 days? We are officially on a collision course with destiny as the clock begins to tick on LeBron James and his future in the purple and gold. For years, we've wondered how the King would choose to close the final chapter of his legendary book, and right now, the pen is hovering over a contract that could either cement his legacy in Los Angeles or signal a shocking return to his roots. The tension in the front office is palpable, because this isn't just about one player, it's about the direction of the entire franchise for the next decade. Before this moment, there was a sense of security that LeBron would simply retire a Laker, but the landscape of the NBA has shifted under our feet. Reports are now confirming that LeBron James's camp fully expects him to return to the NBA in free agency this summer. But the catch is where that return actually happens. The Lakers currently find themselves in a high-stakes negotiation window that lasts only about 2 weeks. If a deal isn't struck within this narrow time frame, the door flies wide open for the rest of the league to make their pitch, transforming a controlled internal discussion into a chaotic bidding war. The conflict here is rooted in more than just dollars and cents. It's about championship leverage. LeBron is reportedly giving the Lakers first priority, but that loyalty comes with a price. He wants to see a path to contention. If James perceives an impasse or feels the Lakers aren't aggressive enough in building a winner around him, he has shown a willingness to look elsewhere to finish his career on his own terms. This creates a massive amount of pressure on the Lakers front office to not only navigate the salary cap, but to prove to their franchise cornerstone that Los Angeles is still the best place to hunt for rings. Looking at the hard facts provided by league insiders, the situation is moving rapidly. Brian Windhurst of ESPN has noted that while the Lakers are currently the only team James is allowed to negotiate with, that exclusivity expires in 14 days. While the league generally believes the two sides will come to an agreement, the Cleveland Cavaliers have emerged as the primary threat if negotiations sour. Returning to Cleveland would offer a storybook ending for the Ohio native, especially with a roster featuring Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and James Harden that is already built for a deep playoff run. Interestingly, the Golden State Warriors, long rumored as a potential suitor, are reportedly falling out of the race because they simply don't have the financial flexibility to outbid the Lakers or the Cavs. From an analytical perspective, this is a classic game of poker between a superstar and a legacy franchise. The risk for the Lakers is immense. Losing LeBron for nothing would immediately plunge the team into a rebuild, even with other stars on the roster. However, the reward of a multi-year extension means keeping the championship window propped open for at least 1 or 2 more seasons. The Lakers must decide if they are willing to meet LeBron's demands regarding roster construction, especially since his salary requirements will dictate what other moves the team can make in free agency. If the Lakers can't finalize this in the next fortnight, the hometown hero narrative in Cleveland might become too loud to ignore. The question for you is simple. If the Lakers don't land a major trade in the next 2 weeks, should LeBron James actually walk away? What happens when the best playmaker in the world tells his front office exactly what he needs to win and the clock is already running out? The Los Angeles Lakers are currently standing at a massive crossroads after a season that ended in a frustrating sweep at the hands of the Oklahoma City Thunder. While injuries played a role, specifically a nagging hamstring that hindered the roster's top playmaker, the exit served as a brutal wake-up call. The Lakers aren't just a piece or two away. They are facing a structural deficiency that their biggest star is no longer willing to stay silent about. This matters right now because the Lakers are entering one of the most pivotal offseasons in franchise history. After failing to capture a championship this past campaign, the glaring weaknesses in the roster have been exposed to the entire league. The before version of this team relied on star power to paper over the cracks, but the now reality is that the Western Conference has become too deep and too talented for that strategy to work anymore. Without significant changes to the supporting cast, the Lakers risk wasting the prime years of a generational talent. The drama drama surrounding this roster construction is centered on a clear lack of interior aggression and perimeter spacing. Luka Doncic recently broke his silence, sending a pointed message to the organization about what is missing. The conflict here is internal. The Lakers brought in DeAndre Ayton last offseason to be that high-energy lob threat and defensive anchor. However, Doncic's recent comments suggest a massive rift in expectations versus reality. He essentially took a subtle shot at Ayton, implying that the center's lack of consistent aggression is holding the team back. If the star player doesn't trust his starting center to roll hard and finish through contact, the entire offensive system collapses. The facts of the situation are undeniable. Despite Ayton being the second most efficient two-point scorer in the league at 67.1%, his reputation for picking and choosing when to play hard has become a major hurdle. Doncic has explicitly stated that he needs shooters and a big man who can run the pick and roll and jump to prevent teams from doubling him constantly. To satisfy these needs, league sources suggest the Lakers must pivot towards targets like Walker Kessler or Isaiah Hartenstein for rim protection, while looking at Klay Thompson, Trey Murphy, or Peyton Watson to fix their outside shooting woes. With both Luka and Austin Reeves expected to earn over $40 million per season by 2026-27, the front office has zero margin for error with their remaining cap space. This is a make-or-break moment for the Lakers management. The risk of ignoring Luka's plea is a disgruntled superstar and another early playoff exit. The reward for finding a true rim runner in elite floor spacers is a return to the NBA Finals. Moving on from a high-priced asset like Ayton to find more trustworthy pieces isn't just an option, it's a necessity for the 2026-27 season. The Lakers' championship hopes literally depend on whether they value Ayton's statistics or Luka's vision. We have to ask, is it time for the Lakers to admit the Ayton experiment failed and go all in on Walker Kessler?
Is it possible to replace the voice of a dynasty? While all the headlines in Los Angeles usually revolve around the stars on the court, a foundational piece of the Lakers' identity is officially stepping away, marking the end of a 43-season journey. For over 4 decades, one man has been the steady heartbeat of the arena, narrating every championship, every heartbreak, and every legendary performance, from the Showtime era to the modern day. As the Lakers prepare for a massive roster overhaul, they are losing the one constant that connected generations of fans. To understand why this matters, you have to look at the history of the Staples Center and the Forum. Since the 1980s, Lawrence Tanter has been more than just a public address announcer. He has been the voice of the Lakers. When you think of the atmosphere of a Lakers home game, you think of his calm, professional delivery that set the tone for some of the greatest moments in NBA history. In a league that is constantly chasing the next big thing, Tanter represented the institutional knowledge and class that the Lakers organization prides itself on. The conflict now lies in the transition. How do you find a successor for a legend who has held the microphone for nearly half a century? The pressure on the game presentation team is immense because the fans have a specific expectation of what a Lakers game should sound like. Replacing a legend is always a gamble. Change too much and you lose the connection to the past. Change too little and it feels like a hollow imitation. Jeannie Buss herself acknowledged this weight, expressing incredible gratitude for Tanter's 4-decade contribution to the franchise's culture. The facts of the transition are now clear. The Lakers announced on Tuesday that while Tanter is retiring from his game day role, he isn't leaving the organization entirely. He will be moving into a brand new position as the special advisor for game presentation. In this role, Tanter will serve as a mentor, using his unparalleled expertise to help shape the future of the Lakers fan experience and ensure that the next voice behind the microphone maintains the high standard he set over 43 seasons. It is a strategic move by the front office to preserve the Lakers' brand during a time of massive upheaval. With trade rumors swirling and free agency looming, maintaining some level of stability in the organization's identity is vital. Tantra's new role as an advocate ensures that the Lakers' experience won't be lost in the shuffle of roster changes. It's a graceful exit for a franchise icon that allows the team to modernize while still honoring the legends who built the house. As we look toward the 2026-27 season, the arena will certainly feel different without that familiar voice. Who do you think has the presence to step into the shoes of the legendary Lawrence Tanter?
Could an endorsement from a rival superstar be the key to unlocking the Lakers' championship aspirations? In a bizarre twist of NBA logistics, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander might have just handed the Los Angeles Lakers a golden opportunity to fix their biggest weakness. The Lakers are desperate for shooting, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are currently drowning in a surplus of talent and a looming financial nightmare known as the second apron. This is the perfect storm for a trade that could send a championship-level sharpshooter to Hollywood. The backstory here is simple. The Lakers were the worst team in the NBA last season when it came to catch-and-shoot three-pointers made. While the rest of the league is leaning into the pace and space era, Los Angeles has been stuck in the mud, unable to provide their playmakers with the spacing they need to dominate. Meanwhile, OKC has built a roster so deep that they literally don't have enough minutes or money to keep everyone happy, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now reportedly stepping in to influence personnel decisions. The dominoes are starting to fall. The conflict stems from the NBA's restrictive second apron penalties. The Thunder are currently projected to be more than $28 million over that threshold, which carries massive long-term consequences for roster building. SGA has privately signaled to management that he wants the team to retain Luka Doncic, a fellow Canadian and a key defensive piece. If the Thunder listen to their superstar and keep Dort and Isaiah Hartenstein, they will be forced to shed salary elsewhere to rebalance their roster. This puts players like Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins directly on the trade block. When you look at the numbers, these aren't just throwaway players, they're exactly what the Lakers need. Isaiah Joe is a 6-year veteran who has shot at least 41.2% from three in each of the last 3 seasons. He is a certified marksman who knocked down a staggering 43.1% of his catch-and-shoot threes last year. Aaron Wiggins is equally intriguing, a career 38% shooter who provides winning minutes on a very team-friendly contract. Both are in their prime at age 27 and would provide the Lakers with elite floor spacing for less than $12 million a year, a crucial factor when you consider the massive contracts already on the Lakers' books. This is a classic low-risk, high-reward scenario for the Lakers front office. By targeting Joe or Wiggins, they would be acquiring prime-age contributors who have already proven they can play winning basketball in the playoffs. It addresses the spacing issue that Luka Doncic has publicly complained about and does so without blowing up the salary cap. The Lakers cannot afford to let these sharpshooters go to a different contender. It's time to kick the tires on an OKC raid before the Thunder find a different way to dodge those luxury tax penalties. Do you think Isaiah Joe is the missing piece the Lakers need to finally fix their shooting?